What a ballet here. Right side tires already on. They go to the left side of the car, including the windshield, and Rusty Wallace's Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. It is a race on pit road as Martin is leaving pits. Wallace leaving the pits. We're watching Martin's Valvoline Ford be serviced. And now Martin's out. And here is the car number 5 heading back to turn 1. Let's go to John Kernan. Jerry Kyle Petty is pulled in. He's at the first pit at the exit of pit road here on the backstretch. Rusty Wallace streaks by. So does Mark Martin. Left side tires going on. There will be no chassis adjustment. We see Lake Speed and Dale Earnhardt heading down pit road, as it will be Kyle Petty, Lake Speed, Dale Earnhardt. Earnhardt took on 4 tires, and they loosened the car up a little bit.
So everybody getting back out onto the racetrack and in a proper formation for a restart here. Doesn't appear to be a whole lot of debris down there in the 4th turn.
Let's look at this in-car camera from Jeff Gordon's car and listen to it as they go down turn 3.
Gordon was lucky that he wasn't involved in that. He could have T-boned Hutt real easily.
Yeah, he got hit a little bit from the rear by Jeff Bodine. I don't think it did any damage. Perhaps not much damage to either car.
Mark Martin went in the lead. He came out second. Rusty Wallace, who was running second, came out first. Ricky Rudd third is fourth. Jeff Gordon went in fourth. He's now sixth. And Kyle Petty went in fifth. He came out 8th. That's really the victim of pitting on the backstretch.
Yeah, but that's still not bad.
Not bad at all.
And for the fans that might have watched it over the years and how much of a disadvantage it was pitting on the backstretch, starting at Martinsville back in April, they started speeding up after they dropped the front pit cars off, and they speeded up so that those could get to the back stretch a little bit quicker. So that has helped those back there. Not quite as much the disadvantage it used to be.
There's a nice aerial shot of this racetrack and the 72,000 people that have gathered here for this race here tonight. We're under caution, and we'll be back with more after these messages. 89 laps have been completed. Let's take a look at the top 20. It's Wallace, Martin, Bodine, Rudd, and Bodine. Brett in the top 5. Then Jeff Gordon, Harry Gant, Kyle Petty. Lake Speed has moved to 9th, and Dale Earnhardt has moved to the top 10. 11 through 15, Hensley, Shepard, Dick Trickle, Bobby Labonte, and Derek Cope. And then 16 through 20, Phil Parsons, Dale Jarrett, Michael Waltrip, Bill Elliott, and Rick Mast. Jerry Punch is with the victim of our latest crash, Hut Strickland.
Well, a bite has been taken out of his Big Mac Thunderbird here, Hud. Fortunately, you look to be okay. What happened out there?
Jerry, me and the 24 car, Jeff Gordon, were running nose to tail there, coming off turn 4, and he got against me a little bit coming off turn 4, and, you know, you're running so fast here, it really don't take a whole lot. But, yeah, that's really a shame. Mr. McDonald's Thunderbird was really running good tonight. We felt like we had a shot at him, but just wasn't to be.
It's hard to believe the fuel cell is still in this car. The damage to the rear is so extensive.
It certainly is. I'll tell you, the good Lord was definitely with us tonight, keeping that fuel cell from exploding. You know, to look at that thing, there's no excuse why it shouldn't have exploded other than the good Lord is watching over us.
And indeed, well, let's show the fans at home exactly what we're talking about here. We turn our camera around on our lights. Look at the fuel cell up underneath the car. It actually folded up underneath the back of the car. Give you an idea of how well these cars are built. Here's the bar that protects the fuel cell and protected that fuel cell from rupturing, which could have been a very, very tragic consequence. But NASCAR rules make these bars protect the fuel cell. It all folded in as it's supposed to. And subsequently, we have a driver A-OK and a clean racetrack. As Green gets ready to come back out, let's go back upstairs.
You ever seen anything like that, guys?
Yeah, I've seen things like that, but I tell you, Jerry Punch did a great job explaining to the fans exactly what happened.
Green flag is out. Rusty Wallace is up front. Mark Martin, Jeff Bodine, Rusty Wallace is retro.
And evidently, Ernie Irvin lost a lap somewhere along the way. He was up there. He had been in the lead lap, but he was up there beside of Rusty Wallace, so he must have lost a lap during that pit stop.
Now he's positioned between Wallace and Martin. And a lap down as we ride with Jeff Bodine.
Valvoline Ford, they made a chassis jet. Let's watch the telemetry. How many RPM? I saw 8,300. I saw 124 miles an hour. Let's see. 129 miles per hour. 4 hour down the front stretch for the Motorcraft Ford. 129 miles per hour down the front stretch for the Motorcraft Ford. 129 miles per hour down the front stretch for the Motorcraft Ford. 129 miles per hour down the front stretch for the Motorcraft Ford. 129 miles per hour down the front stretch for the Motorcraft Ford. 129 miles per hour down the front stretch for the Motorcraft Ford. 129 miles per hour down the front stretch for the Motorcraft Ford. 129 miles per hour down the front stretch for the Motorcraft Ford. 129 miles per hour down the front stretch for the Motorcraft Ford. 129 miles per hour down the front stretch for the Motorcraft Ford. 129 miles per hour down the front stretch for the Motorcraft Ford. 129 miles per hour down the front stretch for the Motorcraft Ford. 129 miles per hour down the front stretch for the Motorcraft Ford. 129 miles per
If we watch that telemetry, let me correct myself. Ernie lost a lap when he spun out over there. That's how he got the lap behind. But he had always been starting at the rear of the field, but they have to wait till they start lapping cars.
Oh, 18 just flew. Looks like he just flew. There's smoke out of the back of the car, and he's very, very slow, Ned.
Yeah, he worked his way up to 17th position from 33rd. But
he'll take the car to the backstretch pits as Dale Earnhardt continues to weave his way through the field.
He's right behind Lake Speed. Lake Speed not qualified 21st, and here we see Ricky Rudd getting alongside of Jeff Bodine. They're right behind Ernie Irvin.
This is the battle for third
and
position.
Here comes Brad Bodine. They're going to try to go 3 abreast.
And Ricky chose the wrong thing. He went behind Irvin, and that was a wrong move.
Yeah, Irvin moved down to let him go. He was giving him the racing room up there, but that cost Ricky a couple of positions.
So now we have Wallace, Martin, and the Bodine brothers, Jeff and Brett, and then Rudd is fifth.
Right now, Rusty Wallace is pulling away. And John Kernan, what happened to Dale Jarrett in the Interstate Battery Chevrolet?
Well, Benny, what they're doing is tighten the valve cover on the right side of the engine. The motor is still running, so it did not blow up. It was a big puff of smoke, as everyone could see. But the motor is still running. Now they're looking around. Apparently, Jimmy Maycar and the crew found a leak around the right valve cover. Now they're going to tighten that down, try and get that cleaned up. They're still peering into the engine compartment, and you can smell burning oil.
And on the racetrack, Dale Earnhardt is intimidating his way past another car. He came up on the back of Lake Speed and gave him a little bit of a bump and moved right around him in the next corner.
And he's pulling away from Lake Speed by a couple of car lengths. That's Jimmy Hensley, the Family Channel car, directly behind Lake Speed, Morgan Shepherd. And that other car is Dick Trickle in the Dirt Devil Pontiac, the car that's normally driven by Kitty Wallace.
Dale Earnhardt started 19th. The 20th lap, he had moved up to 15th, then 11th, then back to 12th, and now at the end of 102 circuits, he is up to 9th place. And John Kernan has a report.
Bob, before that last pit stop, Dale Earnhardt had been complaining to Andy Petrie and the crew that his car had a terrible push. So they took a roundabout out of that last pit stop, and apparently they have gotten the problem fixed because Earnhardt seems to be very pleased with the car and the way it's running right now.
And right behind him, Lake Speed has a good race going also.
Dale Jarrett is back on the racetrack in the Interstate Battery Chevrolet. When it puffed smoke and he slowed dramatically, I thought the thing had blown up, but we can see that that's not the case. Lake Speed.
Right behind Dale Earnhardt. He started 21st, fell back to 29th by the 25th lap, then began his march to the front. On the 50th lap was at 18th. He's now in the top 10. Here's Morgan Shepherd and Jimmy Hensley running together on the racetrack.
See Hensley pull right up behind Morgan.
Looking out the back glass of the Citgo Ford driven by Morgan Shepherd.
I guess the antenna that we're seeing on the back of the Citgo Ford is for radio communication between Morgan and the pit crew.
Yeah, they have a little different radio setup than most of the other teams down there have, and they use that aerial.
Now look at Dick Trickle. He's closed up right on the back bumper of Hensley. When I say on the back bumper, folks, I'm talking about on the back bumper.
Having a good run in the Dirt Devil Pontiac.
And Felix Sabatas is looking around for a sponsor, and Hensley goes up the hill just a little bit. Trickle, that's all he needed was an opening, takes the spot away. But Felix Sabatas, the car owner of the 40 car, is looking for a sponsor next year, 1994, because Dirt Devil has asked to be released from their obligation, and Felix has said okay. So they're going away, and he doesn't have anybody. We can see the interval between third back to, that wasn't third place, back to this group. That's the next position, Kyle Petty.
That's 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th right there. Brett. Oh, and here's Kyle Petty moving inside and passing Jeff Gordon with these.
There again, Gordon didn't put up too much resistance. We saw Kyle coming up. Kyle was fast. Got a little bit of a run on